The 10 best days of summer continue, and one of the new attractions at the Champlain Valley Fair this year might surprise you.
Kat Villianzoni joins us live from the fair with what she found, and Kat didn't see this one coming.
I really didn't either, Darren and Christina, because Vermont is a landlocked state, so the last thing you'd expect to see at a fair in Vermont are sharks, but that's exactly what's in the tank behind me here. And earlier today, I got special permission to get in the tank with them.
All right, so do I need to fit this to me?
The first step before getting into a shark tank is making sure that you can breathe. Without gills, I needed the help of this mask.
Might have to tighten it up quite a bit.
And the audio will allow Felipe Velarde with Sealand Encounter to coach me through my time in the tank.
Can you hear me in there?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's time to put on weights and hop in.
All right, we're about to get into the tank with the nurse sharks. They're kind of curling up. They're kind of a little curious right now, but I've been told that the moment I get into this tank, they're basically just going to go and retreat to a corner because I'm new, I'm different, and they're not sure what to make of me. So, here we go.
The water is warm, and as predicted, the nurse sharks stay away at first.
Okay.
But eventually, they get curious.
Who's this? Hi, Rosita.
I learned each shark has its own personality. Jimmy is curious. He's the first to approach. Rosita is the spunkier one. She has no problem coming to check me out.
Just trying to check out who you are.
And Abby is a bit shyer.
Nice.
Nurse sharks live in warm waters in the western Atlantic and eastern Pacific Oceans. They're bottom dwellers, not typically known for being aggressive towards humans. However, they can bite when provoked.
Obviously, this is a pretty special scenario, and these are pretty special sharks. They recommend, though, that if you're in the wild and you see a shark, you do not approach it, and you do not try to touch it.
I was trained before going in on how to make sure that I did not accidentally confuse the sharks, and so I was able to mingle unhurt and in awe.
You're gonna have to, tear me out of here because I'm really having fun right now.
Experiences like this aren't offered to the public at the fair, but they hope that seeing the sharks up close and seeing how docile they are will give people a new perception of them.
Hi.
Then we try to give them another name while we're out here, show people that they're not as bad as they think. You know, they're actually very docile animals. Most of them are super docile.
How do you make sure that when you're on the road with these guys that they're well cared for? Because I know people might see this tank and go, well, that's not a huge tank, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, that's part of the hardest part about this is getting down the road. And it's the reason we work exclusively with nurse sharks, because they adapt very well to this kind of environment. Even like in the wild, they live in places with just about this much water sometimes because they'll get stuck in low tide pools.
All right, I could spend all day in here with these sharks, but unfortunately I have work to do, and we got to put this together for tonight's news, so I'm going to head out of here. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, it's been great. Thank you for being such wonderful hosts. I will see you in the show later.
And now again, you will not be able to swim with the sharks here. I want to stress that. That is for the divers only. However, you can see these sharks up close here. They have shows 3 times a day, 12:30, 2:30, and 7 o'clock. And that's a chance for you to learn more about the nurse sharks here and ask questions about them. And they've been saying they've been getting some of the best questions out of Vermonters here who are really curious about these sharks. Now, I do have to say, all of that swimming earlier got me a little hungry. So at 6:30 coming up, I'll be checking out some of the new treats that you can get on the Midway at the fair this year. For now, live at the Champlain Valley Fair, Kat Villianzoni, Channel 3 News.
Kat.